Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, Real Life Happens. It's Echo, and I'm not sure if Norma's going to be able to make it tonight. Hopefully she will. She'll join us. Oh, it's been a long day. My daughter woke up with kind of cold symptoms this morning. Our weather has changed, and so it was kind of cool the last couple mornings. And so she's not feeling well, so the baby's spending the night, but I've already got her down, and hopefully she'll stay down. So what's been going on? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? I'm excited about this next segment about the thyroid on the hyperthyroidism, and I'm working on the hypothyroidism one for next week. I'll go ahead and play just the video from episode 1, all about your thyroid first. Okay, that just had me realize I didn't put any sound on that video. What I'm trying to do is, after we do the presentation, I'm trying to turn the slideshow into a video and post it as well, so that if people don't want to go back and watch the live, they can just watch 2 or 3 minute video and get the information. So without further ado, let's begin. Tonight we're talking about hyperthyroidism. This is when you have an overactive thyroid. It works too hard. And you can have hyperthyroidism and also something called Graves' disease, which is a type of hypothyroidism. There's our lovely disclaimer for fair use. And my personal disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor. If you are experiencing any symptoms, please seek medical attention by a medical doctor. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism 25 years ago and have suffered the symptoms for about 45 years. This is your thyroid. It is a gland that sits in the base of your neck towards the front under your voice box. Hyperthyroidism. Signs your thyroid is in overdrive. Hyperthyroidism is a condition when the thyroid gland is abnormally active and as a result of that produces excessive amounts of thyroid hormones, which results in a rapid heartbeat and an increased rate of metabolism. Other symptoms include irritation, nervousness, anxiety, heat sensitivity, and sleep disorders. Skin disorders including dry, flaky, cracked feet with calluses and thickened dermis. This is just a graphic. What is hyperthyroidism? When your thyroid produces too much hormone, messing with your metabolism, blood pressure, and body temperature. You can have mood swings, trouble sleeping, shaky hands, brittle hair. You can have hair loss as well, sudden weight loss without trying to lose weight, rapid and irregular heartbeat. Some more symptoms would be the insomnia, trouble sleeping, nervousness, symptoms of anxiety, racing heart, high amounts of perspiration. You'll sweat more than normal, unexplained weight loss, eyes that appear large and sometimes bulge. That's the Graves' disease we'll talk about in just a little bit. Muscle weakness, multiple bowel movements, and thin, brittle hair. Heat intolerance, fine, straight hair, bulging eyes, facial flushing, enlarged thyroid, tachycardia, high systolic blood pressure, breast enlargement, weight loss, muscle wasting, menstrual changes, tremors, diarrhea, and finger clubbing. Some people will also experience excess sweating, increased appetite, changes in the bowel habits, and enlarged thyroid gland, muscle fatigue, and changes in their menstrual cycle. So it really wreaks havoc on your body. Things to know about diet and exercise when you have hyperthyroidism. Trace minerals such as selenium, iron, zinc, copper, and magnesium are important when you have hyperthyroidism. Brazil nuts are the richest dietary source of selenium and are also good sources of magnesium, zinc, calcium, vitamin E, and some B vitamins. Chlorophyll will help boost energy levels and remove heavy metals that may be inhibiting thyroid function. Make sure to limit foods, supplements, and medications containing iodine, seafood, eggs, iodized salt, milk. Too much may cause the thyroid gland to overproduce thyroid hormones. Avoid soy products as they can impact an already overstimulated thyroid. Avoid alcohol, smoking, and excessive tea, coffee, and sodas. Foods to eat when you have hyperthyroidism. Fruit, including avocados, unsalted nuts, nut butters, and almond milk. Root and crustaceous veggies. Leafy greens, wild-caught fatty fish, beef, lamb, chicken, turkey, and liver, and non-iodized sea salt. Things to avoid when you have hyperthyroidism: iodized salt, seaweed, shellfish, processed meat, gluten, soy, sugar, and dairy. All of those things can make it worse. It is important to create a regular exercise routine focusing on engaging larger muscle groups to avoid overtraining muscles by involving aerobic exercise, dancing, cycling, swimming, etc., and resistance training 2 to 3 times per week with rest and recovery. Yoga and meditation will assist coping, increased calm, improve psychological balance, and improve overall health, ease anxiety and insomnia. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Graves' disease, which is an autoimmune disease that results in the overproduction of thyroid hormones or hyperthyroidism. Graves' disease, it says the same thing, is an immune system disorder that results in overproduction of thyroid hormones, hyperthyroidism. Although a number of disorders may result in hyperthyroidism, Graves' disease is a common cause. Common signs and symptoms of Graves' disease include anxiety and irritability, heat sensitivity, and increase in perspiration or warm, moist skin, weight loss despite having normal eating habits, enlargement of the thyroid gland called the goiter, changes in your menstrual cycle, erectile dysfunction or reduced libido, frequent bowel movements, bulging eyes, which is called Graves' ophthalmopath. About 30% of people will have this symptom. Fatigue, thick red skin, usually on the shins or tops of the feet, is Graves' dermopathy. Rapid or irregular heartbeat, palpitations. Okay, so bulging eyes, goiter, sweating, palpitations, skin lesions, weight loss, agitation, and insomnia. So you can imagine you feel horrible at this point. The enlargement of the thyroid gland, there's a graphic showing you just how much it can be enlarged with hypothyroidism or Graves' disease. Complications of the Graves' disease: a goiter is an enlarged thyroid gland that has grown big enough to appear as a visible bulge on your neck. One that's specifically caused by Graves' disease is known as a diffuse thyroidic goiter. Thyroid eye disease, eye issues related to Graves' disease are called Graves' ophthalmology or thyroid eye disease, TED. This group of symptoms occurs in about 30% of people. Skin thickening. Some people with Graves' disease develop thick skin or patchy skin lesions over the front of their lower legs and foot. This is also called pretibia maxidern, which is PTM. All right, so that's the basics of hyperthyroidism and the Graves' disease. Next Thursday night, we will do episode 2, part 3, which is the hypothyroidism, where we will also talk about Hashimoto's, thyroiditis, thyroid nodules, and thyroid cancer. and what to do after if you have to have your thyroid removed. So that pretty much completes the presentation for tonight. I want to show you the weekly plant reminder video real quick. And this Tuesday night's plant segment is going to be we're still on episode 2, the hard to kill plants, but this is going to be, last week we did the hanging plants. This week will be the potted plants. And I believe I'm up to over 20 potted plants that are hard to kill. I've got some very unique looking ones, different looking ones. And I'm also working on that. So I just want y'all to know I put in a lot of time and effort into making these presentations, gathering all the information and putting together the graphics and the information so that I can bring it to y'all. I hope you're enjoying them. Future episodes of the women's health discussions will include heart attack in women and heart disease, stress, sleep problems, sleep issues, sleep apnea. Also, we'll talk about anxiety, depression. Then we're going to go into perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause. Those ought to be interesting. That's about where a lot of us are, I think, right now in our lives. And what else? On the plants, we're going to do flowering house plants. We're going to do the fragrant house plants. We're going to do some rare exotic house plants. We're going to do succulents, cacti. So I have a lot of things planned just for those 2 topics. We're also going to start having some cooking and baking recipes, videos that we'll be putting out. Miss Norma is still working on the crafting videos. I'm not sure when or what she's going to do with that, but we'll get that coming out to y'all soon. We also have the We Love Our Pets segments, which now we have 4 episodes of Miss Norma's dog Buster. And I believe there are 3 episodes of my dog Chloe, the Tweenie, which, a little plug, Chloe the Tweenie also has her own YouTube channel, which is called Chloe the Tweenie. We just did our first live Tuesday night after we finished the plant live. It's interesting. I did it straight through YouTube instead of going through StreamYards because I couldn't quite figure out how to make it accepted. It only wants to do the real life happens as my destination. It doesn't want to do my other channel. So I'm working on that. But Chloe the Tweenie has got her own videos, and now she's going to start having some lives. And I believe she has 73 subscribers. So we're having some fun doing that. And our Real Life Happens is growing. It's growing slowly. And we're not having very many views of our lives, but we are having views on the replays. So we're going to continue to try to bring you videos and lives on topics we hope you'll enjoy. I do want to get into some of the support type things. And I think that's where the stress, anxiety, depression, those major topics are going to be where we get into, what support does to help with those kind of conditions and those kind of things. Trying to think, what else do I need to tell y'all? It's harder than it looks, sitting here talking to yourself, hoping that somebody is going to hear you and somebody's going to listen. I would love it if you left me a comment, even if you just say hi, any kind of comment. and hit the like button, please. I don't know how many of you know, but on YouTube, likes and interacting with your viewers is very important in the algorithm. The more likes and comments that we have on our videos and presentations and lives, then the more will get put out there, and then the bigger we'll be able to grow. Now, Norma and I are not looking to monetize. We're not trying to get huge. We would like to have a channel of at least 500, because then you get a community board that you can use, and you're able to interact with people that way, leave messages and things like that on the community tab. And I do believe you have to have 500 subscribers to get a community tab. So that's our immediate goal. We're about 141 as of just a few minutes ago when I checked it. 141. And those viewers have been watching our videos, and we are getting some views and some likes and comments. And so we appreciate everyone who is doing that for us. Again, Norma and I met in another creators chat room. Thought there was something missing for women on YouTube. There's a lot of drama channels, a lot of true crime channels, a lot of channels where people talk ugly about other people and fight and argue and carry on. And we said, you know what? There needs to be a place where women can just go and hang out, make friends, and not have to worry about all that drama. Now, you'll never see drama between myself and Miss Norma. We are kindred souls, and we are very much a partnership. And I don't think there's anything anybody can really, do or say to us that's going to hurt our feelings or is going to make us mad enough to come on and do a rant video or anything like that. We laugh at ourselves. We know we're funny. We know we're old women. We know we're learning new things, and we're just having fun. And we're hoping that other people are having fun watching us. And if you watch us, let us know. Say hey in the chat. You don't have to stay on in chat and do a lot of commenting or anything like that. Just acknowledge, hey, I'm watching. And we'll appreciate that so much. Again, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, we will have the episode 2, Hard to Kill Houseplants, part 2, the potted plants, about 20 or so pretty different and unique plants that we haven't really talked about much before. We do have a Facebook group. It's a private group just for women. And that is Life Happens Coffee Shop. And it is a place for women to get their daily dose of fun and laughter. We have daily trivia and brain teasers. We do, uplifting comments of the day. We share, questions, trying to get to know each other. We welcome, people to share, pictures of family and friends and their trips and, what they do and what their life's all about. Which that group we created in hopes that it would advance our YouTube channel. However, it's became its own entity, and most of the people on there are people our age who don't really do YouTube and are kind of afraid of YouTube, which I was too in the beginning. So that's another way you can help support us and be involved and maybe, make a friend or two and have some, joy in your life, something to laugh about. So just remember that. Real Life Happens is our YouTube channel. Life Happens Coffee Shop is the Facebook page or group. Right now we have the 2 weekly segments that we're doing pretty consistently on Tuesday at 7 for plants and Thursday at 7 for women's health discussions. Then we're also going to have the videos of We Love Our Pets. some cooking and baking videos or recipes. Miss Norma is still working on trying to get her crafting videos where she can record them and we can put them on. We will do a little true crime here and there. We will do local news in our own areas. I'm in South Georgia. Miss Norma is in, I think it's Middle Ohio, near Cincinnati. She roots for Cincinnati Reds. I root for Atlanta Braves. So we do have a little rivalry when, they play each other. I'm not sure how the Cincinnati Reds are doing, but the Braves have been doing pretty good. I think they're right up there to be first or second place of the National League. And I think they want to be first place so they can be in the playoffs and possibly, play Super Bowl. Super Bowl, listen to me. Play in the World Series and become champions again, as they did last year. We went to a game in April, and it was one of the first pretty new early in the season, and we had a ball, and I wish I could be going again. Anaisa's grandpa and Nana are going the end of the month. They are going to see the last home game before the end of the season. So they're very excited about that. If you're watching, hi, Grandpa. Hi, Nana. Hi to my daughter. I hope you feel better, sweetie. I love you very much. And I know it's a pain to have a cold and still have to go and put up and deal with children all day. But like I said, take you some cold medicine and get you a good night's rest. I've got the baby. Don't worry about a thing. I have everything right here. I need to take care of her, and I can take care of her as many days and however long that you want me to. I love having her here with me. I love spending time with her and spending time with you and Shelton. And I love our family. I really do. I don't guess Miss Norma's going to make it tonight, which is okay. I know everybody's busy. Everybody has, things going on in their own lives. Sometimes it's hard to, make a certain time to be able to sit down and watch a program. That's what I don't like about television is that, if you don't have the DVR and all that, you pretty much have to watch it when it comes on or you miss it. So that's what I love about YouTube. There's always the replay that you can catch. And other than being interactive with us in the chat, you are, you still get the whole experience, so to speak. So, a few more minutes and we will be on for 30 minutes. I'm trying to make these segments, reasonably short. I don't want to make it a 2 or 3 hour live where you just gotten so tired of watching that you've turned it off or you've went and done something else. I would rather keep it short and sweet and to the point. We talk about the subject we're talking about and then we move on. So thank you for joining us tonight for episode 2, part 2, all about hypothyroidism. Next Thursday night, 7 o'clock, will be episode 2, part 3. Now, somebody told us doing these episodes in part 1, part 2, and part 3 like that makes it more of a series, makes it easier for people who are just finding our channel to be able to go back and get caught up and see what we've done. Again, I hope you're liking our videos. I hope you're leaving us comments. And if there's anything y'all would like us to do on our channel, just drop us a comment, drop an email. We'll be glad to do anything within YouTube's terms of service and YouTube appropriate that y'all would like to see. And we'll have fun doing it. And we'll make you laugh. And you'll have a good time. So as that goes, I'm going to play this video one more time as I go out. And thank you again. And I will see you Tuesday night for plants, plants, and more plants. Bye now.